Welcome to St. Martin's Episcopal Church in Des Plaines, Illinois. We are glad you decided to check us out. In the next 4 or so minutes, you will see what a typical Sunday worship service is like. Not shown is the 8 o'clock service, which follows the older Rite 1 liturgy. There is no music, but there is communion, and the service typically lasts about 45 minutes. What you will see here is a typical 10 o'clock service. It follows the more recent Rite 2 liturgy. There is music, communion, and the service generally runs about an hour. If you are used to the Catholic order of service, you will be comfortable with this service. This is because the Episcopal Church in the United States is part of the Anglican Communion. It is an offshoot of the Church of England, itself descending directly from the Catholic Church. Some describe the Episcopal Church as Catholic light. All of the liturgy, none of the guilt. The Episcopal Church is accepting of everybody and proudly proclaims, all are welcome. The 10 o'clock service at St. Martin's begins with an organ prelude, then the opening hymn and processional. The acclamation and collect for purity are said, and the Gloria sung. After the collect of the day, the first lesson is read. A psalm is then either said or sung, and the second reading made. The officiant then moves down into the sanctuary and proclaims the gospel. Next is the sermon, generally running 10 to 15 minutes. Elsewhere on our website, you can listen to past sermons. Following that is the Nicene Creed, the prayers of the people, the confession of sin, the absolution, and the peace. After announcements is the offertory. Sometimes the doxology is sung. During the Great Thanksgiving, the Sanctus is sung, and the celebrant then recalls how God sent Jesus for our redemption and his institution of the Eucharist. God is asked to sanctify the bread and wine. The Lord's Prayer is recited, the bread is broken, and the fraction anthem is sung. The congregation is then invited up for communion. All are welcome. You may receive a blessing, consume only the bread, or both the bread and wine. You may dunk the bread in the wine, or first consume the bread, then take the wine. After all that wish have received communion, a post-communion prayer is said. If any members of the congregation are celebrating a special event in the coming week, they may receive a blessing. And if any are traveling, prayers are said for them too. The blessing of the whole congregation is then made, and a recessional hymn sung. The service then ends with the dismissal. Variations to this format may occur from Sunday to Sunday. For instance, also worthy of mention is that the third Sunday of most months is Pause in the Pews, during which you are welcome to bring your pet to the service. After the service, please join our coffee hour to visit and enjoy a few bites to eat.